There's an important aspect of writing that for some reason no one is talking about. I'm referring to writing a platonic relationship that is actually interesting. So strap yourself in, boys. Go grab yourselves a Macca's coffee or some shit. We're going deep in this one. So the first two books I wrote, complete dog shit. But back then I didn't know why they were dog shit. But I do now. I created a boring dynamic between my main two characters. And this is a problem that plagues the masses of amateur writers, because no one talks about it. Writers are very good at pointing out plot holes and exposition dumps and shit like that. Meanwhile, this disease of boring character dynamics has been spreading unchecked. It's time to put a stop to this plague. Now before I give you the cure, let's define the disease. So I'm talking about the dynamics between two characters. It's gonna be a friendship, a family, a business partnership, a rivalry, a sidekick, a mentor-mentee relationship. I don't know what the fuck this is, but you get the point. Look, I can't stress enough how important the dynamic between these two main characters is. In the examples I just gave, it's the literal lifeblood of the story. And this dynamic didn't happen by chance. It was manufactured deliberately by writers who had tapped into the secret knowledge of building compelling platonic relationships. Without this secret knowledge, our stories will fall prey to this disease and become boring and uninteresting. But don't worry, because I set out on a grand quest to unearth this ancient wisdom, and I'm here to give it to you today. Like all great quests, mine started by searching YouTube on how to write compelling friendships. There's so much writing advice on YouTube, surely someone's got the knowledge I seek, right? Wrong! All I learned was how to create that trustworthy, dependable friend. But why do we want a trustworthy, dependable friend in our stories? In Jojo Rabbit, Jojo's friend is literally Adolf Hitler. And that seems to work. See, the only question you should be asking yourselves is the dynamic interesting? And more often than not, that healthy, dependable friendship is just kind of boring. Like, I'd recommend it for real life, sure. But in stories, I've got to go with my boy Hitler. So the quest was off to a rough start, but I was about to make a breakthrough. So YouTube wasn't helping. Where did I look next? What if I told you there was a genre that was singularly focused on creating an interesting dynamic between two people? Since time memoriam, practitioners of this genre have been busy refining it down into delicious, concentrated tropes, ready to be unleashed upon your boring character dynamics. The name of that genre? Romance. Wait, what the fuck? You said we were doing platonic relationships. Yeah, look, isn't romance gay? Can you shut the fuck up? This is the breakthrough I had. You see, romance isn't just about romance. It's about creating this compelling energy between two people. The interesting dynamic that becomes the lifeblood of the story. It's exactly what we're after. Romance and sex, not necessary at all. At least I try and tell myself. But in the romance genre, it's mainly used as a milestone to show progress in the relationship, and we can simply substitute that with something more suitable for our platonic dynamic. It can be a line of dialogue, or even just a subtle nod of approval. This scene is proof that you don't need romance to create a compelling dynamic between characters. Romantic relationships are actually easier to write, because you can often just mask a lack of chemistry behind physical attraction. So what we're striving for here is really the pinnacle of writing. If you can master the platonic relationship, you will be the best in the world. Okay, let's get down to business. A whistleblower from the romance genre community has smuggled a tier list out of their secret base. The list ranks the community's favorite tropes for character dynamics. This is extremely valuable intel. We're going to take the most enjoyed tropes, repurpose them for platonic relationships, and then finally, we'll have a cure for the plague of boring character dynamics. So here it is, the leaked document I managed to procure, full of tasty, ready-to-eat tropes. Now, we're not here for mediocrity. We can do away with A, B, and C. We're here, of course, for the coveted S tier. Now, before we unlock the holy secrets of the S tier, something caught my attention down here in the shit tier. This little nugget of shit right here, Insta-love. Remember, this isn't just D tier. This was rated the bottom of D tier, the lowest of the low, the most hated trope in the history of humankind. Now you may be thinking, Insta-love, yeah, that doesn't sound that bad. But imagine a romance novel where the two characters are just instantly in love, perfectly in sync with each other, they go on picnics, the end. Like, that would be fucking shit. Now luckily no one's dumb enough to write a romance like that. they do it all the time with platonic relationships. They create that trusty, dependable friendship, then wonder why their story isn't interesting. Now some of you might still be on the fence, so I'm going to drive the point home even further. Consider what the opposite of Insta-love is. It'd be slow love, right? Well, let's take a peek under the veil and have a look what the top rated trope was. Wow, would you look at that? Slow burn at number 1, Insta-love at number last. Now this cannot be ignored anymore. The data is practically screaming at us at this point. So to summarize, you got Insta-love, you got your slow burn. Two opposite sides of the spectrum. As you move away from Insta-love, reader's enjoyment goes up. It's as simple as that. So the art to a good slow burn is taking that moment where the two characters are finally in sync with each other, and withholding that to the very, very end. In these movies here, that moment is withheld until the very final minute of the film. And these movies are all absolute bangers. I wonder why. Okay, 6 more tropes to unlock, let's get to work. Number 6, we got the toxic relationship, or toxic friendship. Now this is actually one of my favorite dynamics. 2 of the best movies ever made use the toxic relationship as their lifeblood. Now there's a special trick for this one that you have to use, and it concerns how to resolve the toxicity. Now the conventional way to resolve a toxic relationship is to either remove the toxicity or to end the relationship. It turns out there's a third, more interesting way. And all the best stories that use this toxic dynamic all use this third way. The trick is, you have your characters become aware of the toxicity and then consciously lean into it. For example, Whiplash is the ultimate toxic relationship story.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rushing or dragging?
Rushing.
So you do know the difference. If you deliberately sabotage my band, I will fuck you like a pig.
Like, these guys are just toxic as fuck.
Behalf of Schaefer Conservatory.
Shit! I'll fucking kill you! I'm upset!
Louder!
I'm upset!
You are a worthless, friendless, faggot-lipped little piece of shit whose mommy left daddy.
Their toxic relationship is brought to a head in this final sequence. Fletcher has just brutally humiliated Neiman in front of an important audience. So Neiman walks away, comforted by his dad. He considers putting the toxicity behind him once and for all. Yeah, but that's not the most interesting resolution. He decides instead to lean back into the toxicity.
What are you doing?
He walks back on stage. He's accepted the toxic dynamic, and he uses it to hate drum his way to perfection. The toxicity is still there, but they're both getting what they want. They're becoming aligned. I hope you're taking notes, because this is the perfect way to end a toxic relationship story. I'm going to give another example here, because it can't be understated how powerful of a weapon this trope can be. But first, this video is sponsored by Roasted Peanuts. The first 5,000 people to like and subscribe will get free roasted peanuts from the store. Back to the video. Now this isn't a platonic relationship, but it's a perfect example of how to deal with that toxic dynamic story. Daniel Day-Lewis here, way too work obsessed. He needs to chill out a bit.
Please don't move so much, Alma.
I'm buttering my toast. I'm not moving too much.
It's too much. I shouldn't ask for tea.
No, but
Take it out, please.
yes, I can take it out.
It's a bit late now, isn't it?
I'm taking it out.
Yeah, but it's a bit late now, isn't it?
But I'm taking it out.
The tea is going out. The interruption is staying right here with me.
What an inconsiderate bitch, interrupting him like that.
If you don't wish to share that life, as apparently it's so disagreeable to you in every respect, why don't you just fuck off to back where you came from?
So in retaliation, she just slips a few poisonous mushrooms into his omelette. But in a loving way, you know? Like she just wants to take care of him and nurture him in bed for a few days. It's kind of sweet. So how does it end? Did they put a stop to their literal toxic relationship? Does she stop poisoning him? I'll show you. Fuck, should I just play the whole movie? Am I allowed to do that? She cooks him another poison omelette. Just to calm him down a bit, you know? He puts it in his mouth, and then just looks at her for a good minute. He gives her that classic Daniel Day-Lewis stare down. But he doesn't swallow. He either knows it's poisoned, or he suspects it is. But this is not your normal omelette eating behavior. Then she just lays it out.
I want you flat on your back, with only me to help. You might wish you're going to die, but you're not going to. You need to settle down a little.
So how does this toxic dynamic get resolved? He swallows, accepting the toxic dynamic.
Kiss me, my girl, before I'm sick.
Fucking hell, it's just so brilliant. Hope you can feel how much power that gives to the ending when they both fully embrace their toxicity. So toxic relationships. The key is to push that toxicity to the utmost extreme. But don't come down. No. Instead have the characters be like, you know what? I'm into this. If you can think of any other stories that focus around this toxic dynamic, please tell me. And we've still got 5 more tropes to cover, but they're too important to just rush through. To ensure we cure the disease of boring character dynamics once and for all, we're gonna do a slow burn. So I'll cover the remaining tropes in the next video or two.